up. So anyway, I'm going to be here for a few hours now. Um, the charity was just plugged, so I don't really think I need to do that right now. I'll probably get back to it later on. So anyway, this is the Shuffle Challenge. I'm going to be doing Pokemon Red randomized. Let me actually get the ROM opened up here. And while this is doing its thing, I will try and set this up a little bit. So the Shuffle Challenge is something that I made up earlier this week. It's basically just an idea to make the game different. I mean, doing it as a randomized playthrough in the first place is already going to be different, but anyway, so here, let me just, I've explained the rules before, but I'm going to go ahead and open this up. I'm going to read out all the rules, and then when people come in later, they're not going to know what all the rules are, so try to direct them towards this topic. The best way I know of to find it is to go to the Pokemon X board on GameFAQs. Let me actually just link to it in the stream here. Just link to the rules, basically. So I'm going to go ahead and read these out, and then I'll be able to get started. And I know that right now it's probably not showing the game or anything right like that, but it'll get fixed once I'm through with this. So here's the basic rules. It's a bit lengthy, but I'll try my best to kind of cut it down here. So rule 1, you can only catch the first Pokemon you encounter in each new area. An area is defined as a place that has a unique name on the map. Different sections of an area do not count as separate areas, basically. So, like, Mount Moon is one area, not 3, because it's 3 floors. If the first Pokemon you encounter is something you've already caught, skip over it until you find something different. If you fail to catch the first Pokemon you find, you can keep looking until you find another of the same species and then try again. This is especially going to be important on the first route because I won't have Pokeballs yet. No repels at all. If you do manage to actually reach a legendary without finding any other unique encounters before it, then you can go for it, otherwise you're not allowed to get it. The Safari Zone follows different rules from the rest of the game, basically. Instead of only being able to catch one Pokemon in there, you're able to catch as many as you can during your first trip in, so you have your limit of 30 balls and 500 steps, basically. Once that's up, then you can't try to catch anything on later trips into it. So that's basically just a bunch of specifications on how the first rule works. Second rule, you cannot switch Pokemon during battle unless your Pokemon faints. I didn't specify this in the topic, but this only applies to trainer battles. You can switch during wild battles. When you do switch, it has to be to the next Pokemon on the team. You don't actually get to choose what you send out next. A rare exception's made if both Pokemon fighting can't damage each other, like if it's a normal type versus a ghost type, and if they have no moves that can hit each other. The only reason I'm allowing that is just so it doesn't turn into a struggle match, basically. No revives used during battles. Here's the big thing. Before every trainer battle, the team must be shuffled randomly, so that the battle order will be completely random. You can switch the team any way you want when you're walking around and fighting wild Pokemon, but you have to shuffle it before engaging a trainer. So let me actually get that open right now. I have this randomized list site, which you probably will not be able to see in the stream, I'm guessing. But I'm basically just going to write my team in here, and then when I randomize it, I will just switch the team to be the order that it says. Okay, rules 4 and 5 kind of go together. This is how the PC is limited. Rule 4, you can only use the PC the first time you go into any Pokemon Center. If you don't use it during that time, then you can't use it later on. So basically, when you first go into one, you have to use it to switch up your team any way that you want to. Get everything prepared, switch out your team if you need to, whatever. If you don't have at least 7 Pokemon by the time you reach it, then you don't get to use the PC, and you don't get to save it for later. And then the other rule for the PC is after you beat a gym leader, you need to deposit every Pokemon that participated in the battle. Even if it did nothing other than get sent out and then faint immediately, it still counts as being used in the battle. So everything must be deposited, and you cannot use it for the rest of the game. Basically, you just put it in a separate box, and it's considered dead for the playthrough. There's certain exceptions for this if all the team members are used or other things like that. I'll get to those if they come up. Rule 6, which is unrelated to the rest of this, but I'm putting it in anyway. When you acquire a TM, it has to be used immediately. If no team members can learn the move, then hold on to it until the next time you switch out the team, and then try to use it at that point. Be sure to not use it on a Pokemon that's just about to be deposited with TMs you get from a gym leader. No reloading saves. Like, obviously, when you stop the game and start again, you reload a save then, but you don't, like, make up for mistakes that you've made. If you need an HM slave, you can make an exception to go to the PC. That's allowed. In-game trades are allowed as long as they fit their other rules. The other rule is, like, about trading and glitches and stuff, so that doesn't really apply here. Well, the glitches do, but the trading doesn't. So, anyway, that's been enough of that. It was a bit lengthy, but I think we're finally ready to move on here. So we'll see what happens now. Like I said, this is going to be a randomized ROM, so Pokemon locations will be completely randomized, basically. You cannot use PCs that are not specifically in Pokemon Centers. This is a Rhydon, by the way. I have, like, a notepad file open where I'm going to be, like, keeping all of my, like, Pokemon that are caught and everything just sorted, so I'll try to keep track of all that. I'm just gonna go for Big Dip here. I'm gonna try to avoid doing speed up in a lot of areas, just because it goes kind of crazy when you do. And this guy will be Felf, because that's a running gag at this point. So immediately gonna change the game to set mode and speed up the text and all that jazz. And then we'll see what we get as starters. Fast, set. I'll keep battle animations at least for a while. So yeah, remember that there is a very good chance that the starter is actually going to be lost after, if not the first gym, then one of the other early ones. So the starter isn't going to be completely important, but we'll see what we get. Actually, let me specify here, when I randomized this ROM, I didn't completely randomize it. I made it so, like, things come in at similar power levels. So these are going to be, like, low stat Pokemon here, like along the same lines as the actual starters. So we'll see what we get. Also, get prepared for nicknames. I'm going to be taking suggestions. Okay, so we get an Upside Down Coughing, which is not bad. I might take that one. So much for mixed power levels here. Ninetales, definitely not bad. And a Dratini. Okay, so actually the Coughing is the worst of the three. I am very tempted to take the Ninetales, however, I did not randomize movesets, so it's not going to be able to learn anything. Oh boy, I'll go for the Dratini, because the Ninetales is better, but again, it's not going to have any moves, except for, like, maybe Ember, so I'll try the Dratini, see what it has. We'll hope that it's okay. So, nicknames for a Dratini. I will be waiting here for a bit until the stream catches up. Okay, somebody said Giggles. We'll be going with that. Sure, we'll go with that. Let me get my notepad open here. Nobody takes the Ninetales. Now, I'm thinking this thing is going to have, like, Wrap and probably nothing else. So, it's probably still not going to be that great, but we'll see. Yeah, Rap and Leer. Okay. Well, does that poison? Oh, okay, no, it doesn't. Oh, yeah, isn't Rap completely broken in this game? Oh, I forgot about that. Okay, yeah. So, let me just speed this up. Yeah, I forgot. Rap is completely freaking broken in this game, so Dratini is actually going to be quite useful until I end up having to ditch it. Okay. You go away. Okay, there's Technology is Amazing Guy. Not going to talk to Mom. Now I'm going to have to pay attention. Oh, okay, first Pokemon on Route 1 is a Zubat. So I am going to have to come back and catch a Zubat. Let me go ahead and write that in here. Start thinking of names for a Zubat. Get the free potion, and then do all the parcel crap. Blah, 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 blah. Name the Zubat Edward. Okay. That is fitting. Where am I going in here? Technically, that would have actually counted as my first time entering a Pokemon Center if it mattered in this case. Since I don't have 7 Pokemon yet, it didn't matter anyway. But yeah, I'm going to have to watch out for that. Okay, blah blah blah, Box Parcel, okay. Let us head back. This route also has Nidoran on it. Nidoran on it, apparently. Didn't I find a female Nidoran on the first route in Fire Red Omega, and it, like, poisoned my Smoochum, and I, like, completely died? Something like that. So far we have Edward, John, Baseball, and Adam. I still kind of like Edward the best. Okay, so here's your parcel, blah blah blah. Pokedex, don't care. Okay. All this text is the same, nobody gives a shit. Not gonna actually get the town map, because it takes up valuable inventory space, so let us head all the way back and actually get Pokeballs. And then we'll be heading over to Route 22 briefly, so I can catch something from there. Apparently there are Spearows here also. I'm not actually sure how many different Pokemon there are per area. I'm not really sure how that's determined. Okay, so here. Give me some balls. Yeah. I can't buy potions yet anyway, so that's fine. Let me go ahead and heal. So I have to find a Zubat and not kill it with infinite Wrap. And here we go. Okay. Okay, looks good to me. Okay, we now have a Zubat. Or a Zubbit, as I occasionally call it. Why does it have the monster icon? It should at least, well, I mean, I guess it's not a bird either, but what the hell? Okay, so let me go ahead and heal this guy. And I guess I'll go ahead and catch the new Pokemon on Route 22, and then I will fight Felf. I'm going to have to remember to shuffle my team before I do that. Let me actually get the hidden thing over here first. Okay, so let's see what we find here. And we get another Zubat. Okay, so this is where the ignore repeats comes in. I'm surprised that we already found one this early on, but I guess that can happen. And another one. And another. Come on, game, really? Jigglypuff, alright. Start thinking of names for a Jigglypuff. Oh boy, sing. Might be here a while. Okay, it is out. Wait. Good God. Really? Tubba. Eh. Okay, good enough. I think its only move is Sing at this point. Tubba Blubba would unfortunately be too long unless I spell it with only one B for the Blubba. But I'll go for that. So it'll be Tubba Bluba. Tubba Bluba. Okay, just writing this in here. Tubba Bluba. We'll go with that. Alright, so I'm going to level up my guys a bit here. So I need to go back and heal and all that jazz. Luckily, with the ridiculous, like, 4,000% speed, it won't take that long. I could go on to Route 2 already. I could just completely ignore this battle, but I do want to do it, so... I will, leave Edward in the front for right now, and then... I think I fixed, Why is this missing? Why does it keep missing? Is there something I should know? That this just always misses now? What the shit? Okay. I don't know why that happened, but alright, I'll roll with it. Oh yeah, I forgot Jigglypuff is a complete pain in the ass to actually fight. Ugh. This is not a good route to train on, I have discovered, so I'm probably going to go back to Route 1 after this. Yeah, let me go back. With the gigantic skips in space-time. Let's see. Hold on. Okay, yeah, I did update type effectiveness. So Bug is not effective against poison in this version, even though it was in the original Red and Blue. I changed it, so I will have to keep that in mind. Oh, shit. Okay, this is going to be a little bit annoying to grind them up. I'd like to get Jigglypuff at least to no Pound, and something other than Leech Life. So Giggles is probably going to be getting more experience than anybody at this point. Well, there is no probably about it. It just will be. I love that line. He was the finest mind of our generation. It was funny because it was talking about Tristan, and he's dumb. Learn another move, come on. Nope, still not learning another move. Oh, well, if it doesn't learn anything at 7, then I'll stop. And then I'm going to have to do this again with the Jigglypuff, but hopefully this is not taking particularly long. You screw this stupid Repeated sin. It learns bite at level 15, and that's it. Oh god. Doesn't it at least learn like supersonic or something? I know that's not an attack move, but still. Oh, I cannot use wrap anymore. That's it, okay. So I will not be leveling it up anymore. Yeah, I forgot that in Generation 1, Pokemon learned like 2 freaking moves. Okay, so let's get you up a little bit here. Just a little bit. Hopefully not going to take too much time. This is going to be very grindy, and I apologize for that, but it'll get better. Like, there's going to be periods where it'll be grindy, and then there'll be periods where it'll be interesting. Just thank God that this is, like, ridiculously sped up. And ran out of wraps again. Yeah. Why can't you run away? Come on. That's kind of funny, explaining the speed-ups. Apparently Pidgey is rare on this route, because this is the first one I've actually come across. So, fun fact, while I was basically making sure that the randomizer worked correctly, I randomized the game, and then, like, basically saved the settings so that I wouldn't keep the exact copy, but I would keep, like, the same general settings for it. And I, like, tested it before I did this playthrough. The starters that were in that one were Caterpie, what was it? Bellsprout and Pidgey. So out of those 3 wonderful choices, I picked the Bellsprout, and Gary took the Pidgey, and because Gust became a flying type move, even though it wasn't in Gen 1, it just completely freaking owned me, so I kind of lost that fight. I just want to get up another level. I don't actually know when it learns Pound. I don't feel like checking Bulbapedia. Probably should have Bulbapedia open, honestly. Oh, did not mean to run away. Damn it. Go. Leech Life. It'll work. Oh, okay. That actually did it. Okay, so we're done with that. Okay, so time to go fight Felf over here. Level 9. Alright, so that won't be too long. Not that Pound is a good move anyway, but at least it's an attacking move. Okay, so here is time to randomize the team. Let me get the list open. So we have Dratini. Already forgetting what I have. Jigglypuff. And so Zubat, Dratini, Jigglypuff in that order. This is probably going to be very tedious to do, but them's the breaks. Okay, let's, well, I'm going to save. I mean, if I lose, I still have to roll with it anyway, but it's good to save anyway. So, let's see what happens here. I swear, if the Route 2 Pokemon is Magikarp. Oh boy, another Jigglypuff. And it's level 9. So, if I can outspeed it, then that'll be good for one hit, and then it will put me to sleep. Mm-hmm. Or it could miss. That could happen also. I love that Coach Z quote. How did that thing go again? It's like, you know, I once knew this fella back in Boston who could tell you the time of day at any time of the day. I'd walk up to him and say, hey, Boston, what's the time of day? And then he'd say, it's 2:30. And then I'd look back at him and say, but Boston, it's 1:30 noon. And then he'd just say, well, those are the breaks. And my nemesis coughing, which I will probably beat without much trouble. Oh, I got poisoned. Okay. That actually is slightly concerning. I think I can beat it with rap before I die from poison, though. Okay. I don't understand this score. I have to figure out how to get past them. It's like, you get the badges. That's what you do. Unless you plan on, like, solid snaking past them. I don't know. He's weird. Oh yeah, I forgot. Field poison. They removed that in the later games. I'm not really sure why. I will go over here and see if I can figure out how to get past them. Well, crap. How am I supposed to get past? Okay, that's enough of that. Kiggles fainted. So all I have on me currently is a Jigglypuff that can do nothing but sing. Okay, so I'm pretty much done with this place. Out of curiosity, I do want to see if the old man encounters something other than a Weedle, though. So, I will... Oh, never mind. I'm going to actually explain another anecdote here. While preparing for this playthrough, I wanted to... Before I knew I was going to be doing a randomized game, I actually wanted to do Japanese Blue, because it does have different encounter tables. That's just a Weedle. Different encounter tables compared to Red and Green, basically. There don't really seem to be any translated versions of that game that are easily accessible, at least. So I tried out this patch, and it tried to translate things for, like, the first 2 towns, and then nothing afterwards. But it had great lines, such great lines as the girl, like, standing near the old man. She says, Viridian Forest, it wasn't actually called Viridian, it was something else. Like, the forest is more of a maze than rush hour traffic. And then there was a guy in the Pokemon Center that said, you can use that PC anytime you want. It belonged to my dead brother. Sniff, sniff. So anyway, apparently we're catching a Ekans here. I'm thinking I'm calling it Snake Joe, but I will always be taking suggestions. So I will go ahead and weaken this thing. And sing. I would have played it, but the text became completely impossible to read after, like, the second town. It wasn't even just badly translated, there was no text. It was just garbles. Let's see, I can go with Severus. Severus will be fine. As long as it's not the, one of the fanfic versions of him. Apparently Snape has, 2 different, like, Mary Sue-ified versions that appear in... Hold on, let me write this in here. Elms. Okay, yeah, there's 2 different Mary Sue versions of Snape. One of them is Severed Snap, which is basically when he loses all of his personality and is just completely dominated by everybody. And the other one is Sexer Up Rape. The name pretty much explains it. So I'm going to lead with Ekans here, and I'll just kind of bait and switch it a bit. I don't really want to grind a whole lot here, but it's a Caterpie. Oh man, it's back sprite. I've never used an Ekans before, in Gen 1 at least. Actually, I've never really used one at all. Wait, so I found a Caterpie and a Weedle here? Okay, then. I said I wasn't going to grind, and I lied. I need to have something that has a better move. I mean, Wrap is broken, but I don't like having that as my only move here. But I guess we'll see which of these even survive the first gym anyway. I can head into the forest and catch the thing that from there, and then I'll figure out what I'm doing. Yeah, I love Ekans' voice from the anime. It's like, Ekans! So yeah, let's go into the forest, see what I come into. Poison Sting, okay. So, let's see what we find. Let me actually get the free Pokeball over here. If I run into anything along the way, then whatever. Yeah, Chabaka! If you use all of your Pokemon in the gym battle, then basically you either take something random out of the PC at that point. Well, it doesn't have to be random, you can pick. You take something out of the PC. If you don't actually have anything in the PC yet, then you just keep one of the things in your team. Okay, anytime. Oh boy, we're getting a Weedle. My excitement cannot be held back. I mean, Beedrill is decent, but yeah. So start thinking of names for a Weedle / Beedrill. So far I have 3 poison types. Often found in forests, even when the game is randomized, apparently. Leslie. I guess I could. I have no idea what that name is. Oh yeah, I love war wasps. Whatever, I like Leslie because of how unfitting it is. Alright, let me write this in the list. Okay, so this will be my team going into Brock then. So I should, yeah, unfortunately I gotta do some grinding, so. And a Cocoon. What the hell? Are they just, like, not randomized well? Okay, let me actually, use Leer on this thing a few times. Well, now it's just turning into a defense raised, defense lowered, defense raised, defense lowered battle, so obviously that's not going to be doing much. Okay, so nothing in this area is different so far. Nope. There's gotta be... Oh, okay, well that's different. Why couldn't I have found that? I mean, yeah, I did pass on the Ninetales at the beginning of the game, but this one would have actually learned some moves. No, it'll have Ember, so yeah. I'll put you to sleep. That's fine. I mean, it's... I'd rather have a Beedrill with nothing but Poison Sting than a Weedle with nothing but Poison Sting, so... I don't want to give Giggles all the experience here. Is this... Oh yeah, Bug isn't good against fire. Oh well, I'm gonna roll with it. Oh, I think I got burned. Or got hit with a critical, at least. Oh well. There we go. Yeah, the Gen 1 sprites are kind of awful. I also kind of wish I could play with the Japanese red-green version sprites, but that would require either playing a translated green ROM, which, screw that, or just, like, modifying the game somehow. Snake fight. So now is the thrilling battle of poison versus sleep. If I can manage to actually damage this thing, that is. Okay. Come on, I just want to get it to a Kakuna at least. And then it turns out evolutions are randomized too, and it evolves into like a Rhydon or some shit. I don't think that could actually happen. It would be kind of amazing, though. If you want to make a Japanese Blue remake, I actually have a text file of all the differences between the games. It's not as much as you might think, but while I'm just grinding here, I might as well explain some of the differences that I am aware of. It basically just kind of chooses between the exclusives from either red or green. Japanese Blue has access to Sandshrew, but not Ekans. Growlithe, but not Vulpix. Bellsprout, but not Oddish. And Meowth, but not Mankey, I think is the last one. It has both Scyther and Pinsir, but it does not have Electabuzz or Magmar. Some of the, and then there's just a few Pokemon locations that are just completely changed. You don't get Jinx through the in-game trade anymore, you find it in Seafoam Islands. Kangaskhan and Tauros are both in-game trades. And they were basically replaced in the Safari Zone with Lickitung. And one of them was replaced by Lickitung, the other one was replaced by Scyther / Pinsir, like, depending on the area. Ditto is in Rock Tunnel for some reason. It's also still in its original location, though. Why am I doing this? It's like, that's going nowhere fast. Those are the major ones I can think of. Oh yeah, actually a pretty interesting thing is that you can get Gengar and Golem in-game, because one of them is in Cerulean City. Oh, Doduo, what the hell? Okay. Yeah, one of them's in Cerulean City, the other one is Cinnabar Island. Just the in-game trades, like one gives you a Haunter and one gives you a Graveler, and then they evolve as soon as you get it. So that's kind of cool. But yeah, those are the major things that I can think of. God, my entire team is nothing but freaking poison moves. Well, poison moves and Wrap. Magikarp. I guess I should be thankful that this wasn't my encounter. Gyarados would have been cool to have, but I'm not allowed to put the Magikarp in the PC. I'm sure as hell not going to, why did I do that again? You know what? Screw this. I need to go heal. Anyway, I don't want to be bumbling around too long here, but yeah, let me just start to move on to trainers. Yeah, the freaking Haunter with the Everstone from Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, that thing was like such a troll. That pissed me off. I wasn't going to use the Gengar in-game anyway, but it would have been nice to have that option. Okay, this guy's not a trainer, but this one is. So I now have to shuffle the team again. Let me go ahead and do that. So I've now added the Ekans and the Kakuna to the list. Okay, so I'm leading with Kakuna, which I already am. Giggles, Ekans, Jigglypuff, and Zubat. I don't have to change the entire team in the list as long as I, like, refer to the website, but yeah, you can catch Gengar in those games anyway, like with the dongle method. It's kind of weird, but Bug Catcher sent out Magikarp. You know, I think I might win this battle. And yeah, just let it die from poison. Alright, and another Magikarp. Is this going to be a forest of nothing but Magikarps? I think I set it so, trainers in, like, trainers of a certain class have, like, a randomized, like, they have different Pokemon, but they'll, like, still prefer a certain type, even if it's not their original type, so it's probably going to be nothing but Magikarps. It's kind of excellent. Let me go ahead and shuffle the team again, because I don't actually know when the next trainer comes up, so... We are having Giggles, then Severus, then Tabubabla, and there we go. No love for Zubat today. You can't jam out if you're a Pokemon trainer. What the hell does that even mean? And Magikarps? Yup. Oh boy. Thunderwave's definitely nice to have. Too bad I'm most likely going to be losing this Dratini. Trying to think here, because, yeah, I can't control what order I have stuff sent out. Now, Brock might not actually be Rock-type anymore, so if he's, like, Grass... Why did I read that sign? If he's Grass, then my team will have a good time, but, if he's anything but that, then I probably will not be doing that well here. So let me go ahead and change the list again. It looks like it didn't really change very much. Yeah. Or wait, no. After I'm done with all the trainers, I'll probably do a little bit more grinding, and then, yeah. Well, I'm going to keep going until my time runs out. Oh, if he has a frickin' Ghastly. That would kind of suck. But, God, what if he does? I can hit it with Poison Sting. It won't do much, but I can. Honestly, that might be what I have to do. Hopefully that will not be the case. Anyway, there should be a... Go away. I don't want to fight stuff right now. And we'll get the secret hidden potion with the extremely triumphant music when you find it. I always find that kind of weird. When you find the hidden items in this game, it's like, oh my god, special event. I don't know, maybe that's just me. It's like way too triumphant in my opinion. So, unfortunately, leading with Dratini again, who's being... Oh, Slowpoke. Okay. I don't think you're going to be a problem, but, Thunderwave anyway. Yeah. Okay. And Wrap breaks the game yet again. Okay, so now that that's done, let me go ahead and try and level some guys up here. Edward needs it the most, so... Yeah, I seriously have 2 non-poison type attacks here. And with the huge presence of Weedle and Kakuna in this forest, that is a bit of a problem. Come on, really? I didn't even mean to send you out, whatever. Like, if I can just find stuff that I can actually hit with Leech Life, like Caterpie, that would be nice. I don't know why they're being so rare. I'm gonna need to heal after this one. Let me actually keep leering it. And Wrap failed, okay. Sure, we'll go with that. Yeah, I'm not really sure what the deal is with Bite being dark. Like, I mean, the dark type is supposed to be more like dirty, underhanded tactics than actual, like, darkness or evil. But biting doesn't really fall into that category in my mind. Anyway, once again going to point out, if I actually had at least 7 Pokemon, I would have to use the PC at this point. Since I don't, I'm not using the PC anyway. So I have no problem with going in here. I have not really heard of Patreon. Like, I have, but I haven't. I know that I saw something mentioned about that earlier, in like a PM or I don't remember where it was. It was probably from you. I know that it's something to raise money, but I don't know how the mechanics of it really work, and I don't know if it would be entirely necessary. Can I seriously find anything that Bug is not, like, at least neutral against? Come on, dude. There we go. Oh yeah, but then I'm gonna fall asleep, I forgot. At least I can get one attack in before that happens. There we go, and what do you know? Another Weedle. And yeah, that happened. I think we'll be getting some more Pokemon variety in the next, like, once the game starts getting to, like, higher levels. Yeah, I remember that whole thing with Mike Tyson biting some guy's ear off. I don't know. That was, like, when I was, like, 5. I don't know, like, what the situation was behind that, but I remember it happening. That's why I found it weird that Mike Tyson was in Punch-Out, but I think that was before he did that, so... I think somebody either sent us a PM or, like, mentioned it on Skype in, like, maybe the group chat or something. I don't remember where I saw that. Here, let me get you up here, because you'll eventually be learning Pound. Oh, yeah, now, of course, I find something that can be... You'll probably die from Gust here, but... Oh, what do you know? Oh boy, Sing Battle. I hate not having attacking moves. When I wrote the rules to this challenge, I actually completely forgot about bait and switch. And so, like, I'm glad that I realized that later, because otherwise this game would be, like, thoroughly unplayable if you weren't allowed to switch during wild battles. 1 HP go. Surprising that actually worked. So, place your bets on what type Brock is going to be. I assume that he does follow an actual type. And honestly, even if he is still Rock, that would still kind of suck. Because the only moves I have are normal or Bug. But at least Rap can, like, kind of power through it just through sheer determination. I think I'll be getting Pound at level 9, which will be good. Because then at least I'll be able to do something. If he's frickin' Ghost, I'm gonna, like, rage quit this game, seriously. Why did I send this out? Well, I guess I am a better level than it. Oh, God, Rap, no, why? Okay. Oh, yeah, clearly he'll be Steel. Oh, yeah, Psychic would kind of be awful, too. I didn't even think about that. It's like I'm worrying more about, like, actually being able to attack him as opposed to my entire team being poison and being weak to him. Oh yeah, it's bird type. No, he'll be Cool Trainer female type. Can somebody, like, either level up or learn a move or something here? Like, I feel like I've been here for an hour. Bruh! Come on, Jesus. Okay. Well, Kakuna's level 9. So, 1 level away from evolution. Oh yeah, Zubat would be able to hit the Psychics at least. That is a good point. Okay, finally learned Pound. So, I'll try to get everybody up to 10, then I can at least have Beedrill. And I don't remember, I think Zubat, you said learn Bite at 12. I'd like to have Bite, but, I don't really want to grind here until level 12, so... We'll see how it goes. I'll buy some stuff before fighting Brock, so then that way if I white out, then it won't be a big issue. Or blackout, or whatever it's called in this game. I think it changed at some point, I don't remember when. Oh, so with Patreon, you basically have to, have, like, things that you'll release if you hit certain goals. Yeah, screw that, I never do anything. And you die. And you die. Just freaking level up already, come on. There we go. Poison Sting, yay. Okay, let us, well, I'll save you for last, actually. Or I'll just, whatever, I'll power through it. At least I get health back from this, and I can't get poisoned. Except I forgot, it only has Wrap. You know, Ekans is just kind of a pain in the ass to fight in general. Yeah, the way that we're set up now, I don't know how much I actually earn per month based off of YouTube revenue, and if I did know, I probably still shouldn't share it, because usually that's something that you don't really tell people. But, it was a decent amount even when I wasn't putting up videos, and now that I actually started doing that again, it is nice to have the extra income. Thank God for speed up. I mean, I could turn off the animations too, but I don't want to. Oh, struggle. I forgot struggle was a thing. And still waiting for 2 level ups. Yeah, making a Mitch in time with that kind of funds actually would be feasible, because then I would not have to go to work. Like $10,000 a month, seriously? Like, I know that PewDiePie makes a ridiculously stupid amount of money, but I don't think I would get anywhere close to that, so... Wait, am I seriously out of PP already? Something level up, come on. I like how I lived with 1 HP. Blah, blah. I still want to know why Leech Life kept missing against that other Zubat. Because it seems to be hitting now. Maybe. Yeah, it is. It's not doing much damage, but it's at least hitting. Okay, Supersonic at least. Again, not a great move, but it's a move. And let's hopefully get an evolution sometime today. Ugh! Damn it, really? Here. $1,500 a month, baby otter cam. Stop giving me poison types to fight. I realize that, like, an entire fifth of the Kanto dex is poison types, but really. It's just getting cray-cray all up in here. Up in the hizzity his house. Or how did that go? It was like, I'm trying to remember from South Park. Like, Chef was talking to Mr. Garrison and said, like whenever black people come up with a term for something, then white people end up stealing it, and then they have to change it. So, like, they started with, like, in the house, and then that got taken, so they changed it to, like, in the his house, and then they changed it to in the hizzity his house, and then they changed it to the flippity floppity flu. And then at the end of the conversation, Garrison is like, time to go back to the old flippity floppity flu. He's like, no, you stole our phrase again. Now we have to change it again, damn it. But I completely botched that, I'm sure, but it was something like that. Yes, the Priggity Prism Thug Chantment in the club. Okay, so let me randomize my team here before I do anything else. So we're leading with Zubat. And then we have Beedrill, and then Ekans, and then Jigglypuff, and Dratini is last. So Dratini looks like it's going to be surviving this gym battle. Or actually, no, because this is for the first trainer. It's going to change again for Brock. So we'll see what happens. I'm wondering if this first guy is going to have an indication of what type Brock will use. Again, don't need to be saving, but actually, before I fight him, I did want to buy stuff. Use up my money, basically. Just in case I do lose. Where's the mart? Where the hell is the mart? There it is. It's like, I thought that guy was Gary for a second. He was walking towards me, and I'm like, oh god, why? Let's see. Potions are good. I can only buy 5? Jeez. I will buy 3... and some Pokeballs. And a single antidote, because why not? I don't know if I'd want to do that thing with, like, making the goals unreachable. That sounds kind of, like, cheaty, in my opinion, but... Alright, let's see what we got. Light years from facing Brock. If you have a Ghastly. Oh, thank God. I still don't want to fight poison types anymore, but still. At least I can, like, confuse it. Oh, good God. Oh, that's a critical. Like, why is it doing so much? And gain 1 HP back. Yep, pretty much. Okay, I'm thinking I'm going to lose this fight. Just a hunch. Oh, for God's sake, really? I get it back, right? Okay, yeah, disabled no more. I like... Oh my... This is like the most frustrating freaking fight ever. Can I get Poison Sting back? Thank you. Okay. God, this fight sucks. Okay. Something that can actually damage it. Go. And I miss. Okay, Venonat is down. And we have a Bellsprout. Yeah, it's poison. More wrapping. Go. Okay, so now that we have Cerberus that does wrap a lot, so somebody has to make, like, a snake, like, Snape, like, with, like, a backwards hat and loose pants, like, doing some kind of really shitty educational rap. It'll be awesome. Okay, well, that fight kind of sucked ass. So, now that we have determined that Brock is poison, unless he doesn't fight the... Oh yeah, oh god, Ghastly is poison. Oh. No. That's not good. That's not a good price. Let me spend my money again. Hold on. The back sprites are awful. Yeah, they're like inexcusably bad. Charmeleon is like so derpy looking. Why does it have a horn? Okay. So before we fight El Braco Guape Grahiro, which is now his name, El Braco Guape Grahiro, we are leading with Tubba Bluba, and then we have Giggles. So that means we're probably going to be losing it after this fight, which kind of sucks. Then we have Edward, then Severus, then Leslie. So, depending on how this fight goes, anything towards the front of the list is likely to be dropped, which kind of sucks that, I was kind of hoping to hang on to the Jigglypuff until I could actually give it some moves, but them's the breaks, as I said before. So let's see how this goes. I believe in rock-hard defense, sends out, like, Abra. All my Pokemon are the rock type. I'm gonna go ahead and guess that they probably are not. Oh, fuck you and your Venonats. I don't want to fight this thing. Go to sleep. I mean, no. No. Oh, god, why? Okay, at least go to sleep. No. Okay. Now I can pound it a few times. Oh, for God's sake, really? Okay, that was actually more damage than I was expecting. Stop it with your disabling crap. Oh, and immediately get undisabled, okay. How many full heals do you have? Does he have infinite? I think he has infinite. I'm just gonna keep using pound. And remember, with Gen 1 mechanics, disable just gets rid of a random move. It doesn't actually just, like, do it for the one that you, like, most recently used. I would like to keep as many Pokemon as possible here, so that's why I'm gonna, like, be sure to keep up with my healing. Don't. Oh, I hate you. Oh. Okay. Okay, Venonat is down. And I swear to frickin' Christ if you have a Ghastly. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I was never happier to see a Beedrill. As it uses Furry attack. And of course, I failed to sing it. Go to sleep. Okay. Now he's just gonna full heal anyway, so let me heal. Yeah. I might be losing this one, but I can try. Oh god. What was my next Pokemon anyway? Ugh. I really don't want to use all my potions here. But, I mean, I can always get more, kind of. I don't know. Money's actually going to be kind of low at the start of the game. So... do I sacrifice Dratini to the gods here, or do I keep using my potions? I have a feeling that this is a losing battle either way. I think I'm going to have to give up the Dratini. I mean, I'll try. Please only hit twice. Yeah, I can't heal more than, I can't heal more than it's damaging me. Well, I tried. Okay. If I Thunder Wave it, he's just gonna heal anyway, or he's gonna heal it anyway, so do I outspeed this thing? I do not. However, it should now be stuck. Yeah. Oh god, why? Oh, stop that now. Stop that right now. I think in Gen 1, if, like, one hit criticals, then they all do. Okay. Stop that now. And I'm completely out of potions, too. Yep. Okay. We're going to be losing quite a few team members here. If not my entire team. Oh, man. I'm going to be proceeding from this battle with nothing but a Beedrill. Okay. So, yeah. I have to roll with it. These are the rules I settled on. Oh boy, I can use Flash now. So he's going to say that this contains Bide. I did actually randomize the TMs, though, so... Oh, it has Lick. Okay. Alright, time to say goodbye to my entire freaking team. That could have gone better. I mean, it could have gone worse also, but... Well, if I lost against the Ghastly, I don't have to get rid of my team. I mean, I'd just keep doing the battle until I eventually win. But yeah, let's go to the death box. And let us say goodbye to everybody that I spent all this time grinding. Okay, so I am now left with nothing but my Beedrill. Let me update my notepad real quick. Yeah, my prize is Lick. And go ahead and switch to box 1. Yeah, somebody post the link to the rules, because I don't want to read all of them again. There's a lot of them. Thank you. You got quite on that, actually. Okay, so... time for me to shuffle my team here. Oh, wait. Actually, going into this with only, one Pokemon, I might want to have some more potions here. Now that I can actually buy some... Oh shit, that was Pokeballs. I was not paying attention to what I was doing there at all. Okay, I could sell some, but I would prefer not to. By the way, Beedrill, do you learn Lick? No, you do not. I randomized what Pokemon can learn what TMs also, so you never know. It doesn't have to make sense. Eek, did you touch me? Or whatever the hell she says. I give up. Why does everything have to be a poison type? Yeah, I lose. Okay. I guess we're grinding. Off of more poison types, most likely. So let it be known that the first loss of this playthrough was not to the gym leader, it was to a random-ass Nidoran. Been streaming for a bit over an hour. Tap the button as fast as possible. Is that a Venture Brothers reference with the freaking Leslie Golem, or whatever the hell it was? No, it was like the Leslie GoBots, or I don't know what, it was something stupid like that, with the guy that was obsessed with like this girl named Leslie from college, and I don't know. It was a weird episode. I like Venture Brothers, though. What the hell did I call Brock again? Brock El Guapo Huape or something? It was amazing. So yeah, I'll get up to Fury Attack, and then I'll have my revenge on the random-ass Nidoran. Oh boy, what's this? Is it Snape? It is. Oh god. Oh Jesus Christ. Okay, that thing is awesome. Yeah, that's actually exactly what I had in mind. He's not rapping, but it's still very, very close. Lass wants to fight. That was something that I commissioned earlier, because I had a Ekans named Severus that kept using rap. You're mean. When can I get to grass? How many trainers must I go through until I reach the grass? I don't want to have to keep going back to heal after each fight, but I don't want to keep blacking out either. And I don't want to spend all my money after each fight, for that matter. But how much did I even get? Not enough to buy a potion. Okay. Oh, did you now? Are you going to have a Magikarp? Well, at least the game's consistent. I'll give it that much. God, every bug catcher in the game will have nothing but Magikarps, and it'll be awesome. Yay, Shorts Kid. Oh yeah, Lesbian Lane. I remember that. I like how when you slide into battle, he just has, like, a crappily, like, post-production red hat, and then that disappears. Why do you have Magikarps? Why does everybody have Magikarps? Yeah, the face cam is amazing. I actually forgot to explain that. It's because, I did say at one point I was going to wear the Pikachu visor, despite my desires to not do that. And, I tried to wear it, it didn't fit, so we, compensated by making a tiny little Pikachu, visor for the McCoy. If I find a Geodude, it must be named Bolda. Okay. Oh god, Squirtle, really? Okay. And I poisoned it. Oh god, die, please. Okay. I don't believe it. Habib it! Twinkie House! Or however the hell that reference goes. Oh yeah, I love how Splash doesn't work in Gravity. I remember that. You'll never get past this cardboard cutout of a boulder. I'm gonna ninja pass... okay. I guess I'm not. Never mind. And a Charmander. Really? You're gonna make me fight a Charmander? Ew. I don't like that at all. Okay, that I don't mind, actually. Can we please poison it or something? No. Please be dumb and not use Ember. Actually, why is it being dumb and not using Ember? I thought Gen 1 AI always used a super effective move if it could. Hence why you can tank Lance with a single poison type, because he'll just keep using agility. Why do you have 2 Charmanders? I guess our last is supposed to have fire types now, or... Well, I fought one before and she had a Nidoran. Okay. Oh, of course. Why wouldn't I be? And I have no potions. Ass. Let it be known that the second failure was to a random Charmander. Okay. I guess I can fight the Shorts Kid instead. And I do not have any money, I'm guessing. I have enough, but not enough for a potion. Okay, so if I fight Shorts Kid, I do not have to fight her necessarily. Grandmaing up my stash. It sounds like something I've probably said before, but I don't remember, so... Yay, Caterpies. Yet not yay, Weedles. Go away. Man, there's a lot of trainers here. And I'm probably gonna have to fight you, aren't I? Yeah, okay. You can fight my new Pokemon. It's probably gonna be a Magikarp. Or wait, a bug catcher with an actual bug type? Weird. Okay. I'm not sure how that works. I thought that everything of a class was supposed to prefer a certain type, but I guess not. Okay, we get a new team member here. Please let it not be something bad. Yeah, Leroying up my stash. Okay, we're skipping over that. Because even if a Pokemon has been deemed not usable for the rest of the playthrough, I'm still going to be skipping over them. Unless I have no other options. Guess what? We're getting another poison type. So, name for a female Nidoran. That is not Dora. Oh, Braco, Guapo, Guajero. Yeah, that needs to be a thing now. I don't know why I'm weakening this thing so much. Oh yes, Partario. OMG, yes at TSF. Where is... what? Oh, yeah, the Spanish train conductor. I'm gonna go with Galapagos. I don't know why. Nope, we're going with Galapagos. O, is it? Where is it spelled? Galapagos, okay. Did I spell that right? Yeah, I think I did. No, not with 2 S's. Okay, time to add that to my list here. Galapagos. Nidoran F. Alright. So time to grind that thing for a while. I'm maybe saving these trainers for when I have a chance to actually fight them with not Leslie, so... That's what I should have named it, just not Leslie. Did I actually? Okay. So I'm not going to get these up to even levels, but I do want to get it to at least a point where it learns some other move. I know that Nidoran gets double kick. I don't remember how early, though. Now, the good thing about having a poison type here is that it won't take heavy damage from the 4 million other poison types in the game. Especially since it learns other moves. Oh, wait, does it learn Lick? I have to check. It does not. Naming this thing Galapagos just reminds me of the cowboy named... Oh, the move diversity. It burns. Let me move you up, actually. I think Tackle is actually better in this game because it's following the Gen 5, like, base power. I think Tackle is 50 and Scratch is 40. If someone wants to check that out. Oh, Double Kick is yellow only? Ugh. That sucks. It learns Double Kick at level 43. I see. I don't know if that's true, but it sounds like something stupid that they would do. Also, this thing is leveling up really fast. I'm not sure why, but I'm not complaining. Well, I think the way that TMs work in the randomizer, I have them set so, like, if it's the same, if the move is the same type as the Pokemon, it has like a 90% chance of learning it. And like otherwise, it's like 40 or something. I don't remember how that works actually. Okay, so it seriously learns Double Kick at level 43. Wow. The usefulness. Death from sneezing. Yeah, the stupid soft-boiled TM. Why did that exist? Didn't it learn soft-boiled anyway? Or did it not in Gen 1? Like, I know you can also teach it to Mew, but it's not like anybody had that thing until the Mew glitch just was discovered, like, 12 years later. Okay, this'll be fine. Time to go fight some trainers. I'm not going to use the list for this, because, I only have 2 Pokemon, so I'm just going to basically spam this. Whoever it lands on, I'm leading with. Okay. So, who have I not fought? Well, there's the guy on the ledge, so... Yeah, fight the guy on the ledge. You're not wearing shorts. Stupidest line. Hello, Poliwag. Has anybody ever actually seen a picture of, a tadpole with, like, its see-through skin where you can see its intestines? It's both cool and disgusting. Kind of a weird situation. Also, apparently this Poliwag is blowing bubbles of blood. It's like a creepypasta all up in his house.